Good morning, and we're here in Breakpoint Day 3, and this morning we have Pauline from WeSplit joining us and have a conversation. So welcome.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, and it's all about spotlighting builders, and you're actually one of the youngest builders that we've met here. So
Amazing.
and we love what you've been doing, and we want to know all about it. So. But first, if you want to give a brief introduction on what you do, and basically tell us how you joined crypto and your journey so far, like how you transitioned into this industry in the first place.
So yeah, definitely. So hi, I'm Pauline. I'm the founder of WeSplit, but more importantly, I'm a student, still in studies in France. I'm a UX/UI designer, so yeah, pretty interesting. And I learned about crypto, 5 years ago, before the big Solana crash.
Yeah.
And basically I learned about what Solana was, what crypto was, do a little bit of trading, but was not really good at it, did not make my first million yet. And so, I continue building, learn how to dev, and build one project after one project.
All right. So we know that you've been building, and you, as far as I know, you have 2 projects, and this is your second project that you founded. So why did you choose to do this on Solana? I mean, before we get into what you were building, what you are building right now, why Solana? Because I know this is Breakpoint. I know we're going to talk about Solana one way or the other, but why?
When I first entered the crypto space, I was just looking a little bit around, looking at Ethereum, Bitcoin, and all of the big names you heard. And I saw Solana. I saw the community. When you ask a question, people answered you, and it was not the case in every community I went into. So Solana was the most affordable blockchain I heard of. It was very accessible for young people, for students that are doing a very good job at educating students, bringing students. I'm here thanks to their student sponsorship, so this is amazing. And I just learned a little bit about it, so the speed, the whole community just help each other, and I think that's what made me choose Solana.
Yeah, and it is the place to be.
Yeah.
At this point, where else would you choose to build, right?
Cardano.
Well, yeah. So now tell us a little bit about WeSplit. I know that this is pretty useful, especially for myself and my friends, because we always get in fights whenever we travel in terms of who's paying what, and just how do we allocate the expenses and stuff. So
True story.
tell us a little bit about it, and how does the blockchain concept make it more, let's say, efficient than traditional competitors, for example?
Yeah, definitely. So we started WeSplit, I think, 1 month ago. The idea was we want to share expenses with our friends. We are moving around, as you know, crypto nomads just move everywhere in the world. There is events in every places. You go to restaurant to browse with them, just to meet some people. And most of them pay with crypto, with the Cast, Soonsolflare, Crypto.com, all of this. And it was always a nightmare when they say, okay, I paid in USDC, I want you to reimburse me in USDC, or in Sol, or in everything. So one of my friends, I will not say his name, he was very new to crypto, and he said, wait, I don't know how to send crypto to a wallet. If I made an error, what will I do? And so we just learned from him that it was quite complicated for people that are outside the space or just very new to the space. And even for crypto natives, when we say, okay, I paid for everyone, we need people to reimburse me, it's a nightmare. So we decided to build an application. It's like a social layer for group finance. It's not only you split with your friends, but there is also the friends layer, the social. You can connect with people. You can share what community you're part of. And we just wanted to gamify the whole experience. So yeah. And if I can say why blockchain, it's because we know there is Tricon, there is Splitwise, there is everything. It's made to pay with your bank account. It's made to pay in fiat. But when you add the blockchain layer, we paid in USDC, in crypto, like Sol, other things, it's complicated to just track it. And you have so many errors. It's a nightmare. So we wanted to make a copycat of this for crypto, adding the speed, the transparency, and the tracking there is in blockchain.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole mission of the project is really valid because even myself, that I'm in this industry for like 5 years, and I've been using crypto daily. I still make mistakes sometimes when I'm sending crypto to different wallets because there's too many blockchains, too many L2s, even L3s nowadays, too many stable coins. So yeah, I respect that. So what's next for like WeSplit? Because you already have the solid project, the solid concept. You have the mission figured out. I think you're in public beta right now. So what's next? I mean, what do we have to expect for WeSplit?
There is so many great things coming right now. I mean, if you have the public beta in your hands, you can split with your friend at a restaurant, at a bar, at an event when it's a unique split. You scan your bill and you can just split it with your friends. What we really want to improve with WeSplit is bringing shared finance. You create a shared wallet, you can invite people, friends if you go to a trip, or even for DAOs or startups, you can just manage, add rules to who can withdraw, who can top up the wallet. And all of this linked to a WeSplit crypto cards. It will be very amazing. We know it's quite expensive and it's legally complicated. So for now, what we are doing is we are partnering with different people. Soon coming Soulflare, I hope, maybe Cash, maybe all of this. And you can just link your crypto cards into WeSplit and use it for every expenses. So this is the one thing. But I think like the big thing we are trying to do, since splitting is made to be social, we are looking to create split nights, like events every month where people can just come, they split everything together using WeSplit, and we want to partner with different people in the ecosystem. In France at first, because this is where we are based, but we hope to make something from the next breakpoints.
I mean, the whole idea, it makes sense. Like, people say that you don't need, for example, blockchain for everything, but like as soon as it involves money, I always say that you should involve blockchain, right? And I like the fact that you use like multi-sig. So that's so basically you cannot make a transaction without the whole group confirming. Is that
exactly
correct? So I mean, that's like super nice, you know. But now I know that you're part of Super Team France. I love everything about Super Team. I love nothing about France. So I just wanted to ask you, like, have you like encountered barriers in terms of, you know, trying to build this thing since you're based there? I mean, I love France, as you know, as a historical and culturally rich place, but like crypto-wise, I think they're regressing in many aspects, especially in the tax front. So I just want to hear your take on this because I only know like 2 companies right now on top of my head that are based in France, you know, Ledger and WeSplit, you know. So, but we don't have, you know, Ledger with us, but like I want to hear from you, you know.
Definitely. So yeah, living in France is good. Building in France, a nightmare. I mean, you have taxes for everything. There is like the thing for crypto, but at first we had taxes for everything. We're like, okay, we are building something. We know we will be having so much tax to pay. Then they say, hey, do you know the flat tax? We will put it at 20, then 30, then 40%. I think it's 37 to be honest right now. And when you are trying to build something, you just started, and they just want to tax everything you do, it's very complicated. So you have the tax thing, it's a nightmare. Like when you are a startup, you are losing so much like money to them. And then you have the regulation thing. So France is in Europe. Europe just launched the MiCA law. So now when you are building something, you can just innovate and say, okay, if my product is working, I can just be regulated later. No, if you want to start your product, you need to be regulated. And it's very expensive. It's a nightmare to have the license. I mean, last time I checked, it was maybe a month ago, France did not give a MiCA license to anyone in France. So you need to go to another country to get the MiCA license. France did not give anyone.
And now they want to get rid of the passporting thing as well, you know, because people were getting licenses in countries that were easier to obtain a MiCA license and then, you know, located, let's say, in France or something. But now they want to, you know, remove that aspect of it, you know, and I mean, it's a nightmare. So now going back to WeSplit. You mentioned that, you know, one of the reasons that you started this was because, you know, for example, friends made errors, for example, when making crypto payments or transferring crypto. And I really love the fact that you are making to make the whole user interface and the user experience very simple. But like, I can't help but think that if you make it too simple, there will be trade-offs in some level. So have you encountered, maybe like since you're still in the public beta, have you seen like some trade-offs that maybe what could have been avoided if it was like a, you know, a more dev themed, if you know what I mean?
So when we started, we wanted to make a big focus on UX UI. I'm a UX UI designer, so of course when I go to a project, I want it to be simpler and to be beautiful. But when we started WeSplit, we wanted to make things so much simpler. People were lost. For example, we are sharing your seed phrase, so you can like just recover your phone. But we hide it because we were like, okay, if someone is coming to WeSplit and they don't know anything about crypto, just saying, hey, just save like your 20 or 24 like passcode. This will be complicated for them. They will be like, what is this? What do you mean I need to save it because I can lose the funds? So we wanted to hide it a little bit. You have access to it, but it was not like display when you were connecting. Some people say that, yeah, for me, it's like a loss of security. I don't feel like secure to like do it to come to WeSplit. So we are managing the best we can between crypto natives people that want to have some features they need to see every time they come to an app, and then people coming from the Web2 ecosystem into WeSplit that want to just know how to use the application, don't have to learn a whole dictionary of Web3 words. So we are trying to do the best of both worlds, but yeah, our main thing is really being like a bridge of people from Web 2 to Web 3, because when you are splitting with your friends, not everyone is crypto natives. Some will know about these big words, crypto, Bitcoin, all of this, but they don't really know what it is. And if they want to split with you, it will be like kind of difficult for them if they don't know what is this.
Yeah, so now I want to go back to, I mean, you're a founder. As Dran said, you're like one of the youngest founders we've had on the podcast, probably the youngest. So, can you tell us more a bit about the journey of the like previous projects that you had, and then after that, can you tell us like the challenges that the founder like you faces, especially in Europe, but then of course even outside of Europe, just in general, building in crypto nowadays, because probably like many aspiring founders are watching and will be watching this episode. So yeah, floor is yours.
To take you back on my journey, I think it's not my journey only. I've been building with the same people, the last project. We met during university first year. I met my developer, Vincent, and we were building some things for clients in like the Web2 ecosystem. And at one time I was like, okay, it was maybe a second year of uni. I would love to go like doing some innovations in the Web2 ecosystem. Do you want to come with me? We were like developers, but you know, very Web2-like, very junior. It was complicated. And he said, okay, let me just learn what a smart contract is. Let me just learn what blockchain is, and I will come with you. And we started this project called Diabzy. It was a no-code builder for DApps on Solana. It was nice. We learned many things. We learned also that building a Webflow from scratch with only 2%, and it is your first project, your first smart contract, it's a nightmare. But we learned a lot. We participated in the previous Colosseum Hackathon. I think it was Radar or Breakout, I don't know, the last one. We did not win, of course, but it was cool because we met so many people, and we're like, okay, we know this project will not be our 1 million project. But we want to keep building it because we are meeting great people. We are doing a lot of networks and just learning so much about development in blockchain. So we did this, and at one time, I think it was during the last hackathon, we were with a friend. He did a barbecue. In France, you love to do barbecue with your friends. It's like the apéro. And so it was like a 500 euros barbecue, something like this. The guy wanted to be reimbursed, and it's when WeSplit, the idea came, because I think I met him yesterday. He said, yeah, nobody like reimbursed me. I think I've lost like 300 on this. So
we encounter that on the daily, you know, so but like, you know, when we make these questions, usually we want to ask, from a user standpoint, like try to get insights on what the user might be interested in, but also like potentially what an investor might hear. So now I'm going to make like a Shark Tank like question. So like, what's the revenue model, for WeSplit? Like, how do you guys, for example, generate with WeSplit? Like, are there fees, for example, with the group finance thing, or how does it work?
We take fees on transaction. When you use WeSplit, like transaction from one user to another, this is very low fees. When you go outside the WeSplit ecosystem, we take much more fees. And the other thing we are trying to build, because we know like fees on transaction is an easy business model, but it's like hard to make a lot of revenue with it. We are looking to add like premium features. We don't want like subscriptions and things like this, but if you want to buy, I don't know, another game to split with your friends, you want to have like some more features for your social profile, you can just buy them. And so this is something we are looking into, having some partners to put things in like a sort of do you know Discord?
Yeah,
of course.
Like the shop in Discord to like personalize your profile like this.
All right. So now I asked you about Solana and why Solana and, how Solana and everything. But do you think of going like multi-chain in terms of like just everything that you can support, like layer 0, I think they do these kind of protocols. So
yeah, we definitely want to be cross-chain. We started with Solana because first it was the best to be accompanied by people, to have like customers, because I mean there is not a lot of customers on every blockchain. And so we started with Solana, but we know that since we are only in stablecoins, USDC, all of this, we want to use Circle to be able to really bridge from USDC from Solana to USDC to Ethereum and all of this. So if you are friends with people that are not in the Solana ecosystem, I know it's a shame, sorry, they can like still split with you. You are not like blocked with splitting only with person in the Solana ecosystem.
You know what I would do? I would increase the fees for everyone who's not on Solana.
Oh, it
Yes,
would be
just-
amazing. New revenue income.
Yeah.
All right, then to like wrap it up, one last question, like what can we expect in 2026?
What can you expect in 2026 from WeSplit? Honestly, we are working really hard with WeSplit. We like want to be live on like iOS and Android and the Seeker, not just in the public beta, but really be live, doing like more things with the ecosystem. Like I said, the split night and all of this. And yeah, just continue building WeSplit. We have a shared wallet. We have like the crypto card we want to make. And we also want to add some features to let you split not only bills, but also real world assets. You want to split, I don't know, an NFT to enter a community with your friends. And it's quite complicated for some communities because it's really like high price. So you can just split it with your friend and share the benefits after. So this is something we want to add.
Yeah, and like from what I could understand, this was like one of your first interviews, in crypto, right? So like we do have the conviction that WeSplit is going to make it big, and when it does, don't forget us, So
I will come back when it does. If it becomes the 1 million project, I will come back definitely.
Perfect.
thank you, and thank you for joining us today, Pauline, and it was a pleasure to have you, and it was a very insightful conversation. So thank you once
thank
again.
you for having me. It was amazing, and you can if you like our listener just want to like maybe test WeSplit, you can go on wesplit.io and you have all our links there. Just come and test it. Would love to see you all guys like on WeSplit soon.
You have to do that because we're gonna use it now daily. So
Thank you so much for having me.